Welcome back to another news edition of Up Up Joshi. In this episode, we're going to talk about many things: Juria Nagano, Planckstars, Amchan, Wasteland Warparty, and Band-Maid, and Isiliel, also known as Himawari, which is easier to say, and Makai, and maybe a little bit more, like Kamiyu. Alright, so on this edition of Up Up Joshi News, we're going to start off with Juria Nagano, media appearances. Juria Nagano recently made an appearance on Fuji TV for a TV show called Yobidashi Sensei Tanaka. In English, that's Call Teacher Tanaka. She even sang on TV. You know Mr. Haku, who's one of the translators there at DDT, and Mr. Haku, his studio? He accidentally started a cult where you can see Juria Nagano singing. I'm going to put a link to one of Juria Nagano's song covers on YouTube. You can see for yourself. She has a lot of charm to them, whether you like her singing or not. It's actually quite a sight to see. And more on Juria Nagano's appearances. TJPW 2013, their official Twitter account, has actually gave us a little bit of the upcoming Juria Nagano performance schedules for this year, but they haven't fully updated it like they did for January, at least not yet, so I'll give you what they have. The first appearance is going to be the online autograph section for plain clothes checkies. Here you're going to see Yuki Aino, Moko Miyamoto, Kaira Toribama, and Juria Nagano herself. It's going to be on Friday, January 27th at 8 o'clock Japan time. During these online photograph sessions, this is basically where if you bought one of these checkies, they'll sign it and they'll thank you live on the air. It may be a little chit chat, but it's mostly just they have so many orders that's about all they really have time for mostly. And you might hear some lighthearted discussion amongst each other. Then on January 29th, it's going to be the Max Heart tournament of the karate team of Moko Miyamoto and Juria Nagano versus Maki Ito and Miyu Yamashita. So it's going to be very exciting. Is the new team going to win, or is it going to be the veterans, the old guard? We'll see. And then TJPW 2013 is really hyping up Grand Princess 2-3 event. They're really excited for it, and here's why you should be. Because once again, if you're a big Juria Nagano fan, Juria Nagano is also going to participate. She's going to be in the Irake Coliseum for Grand Princess 2-3. Isiliel. That's a really hard name to pronounce. But the idol, also known as Himawari, she's preparing for her next Makai performance, which shall be taking place on March the 1st at Kurikan Hall. She's getting ready for Makai. Some of you may have heard of Makai from pro wrestlers such as Shino, Hagane, and Hikaru Shida, who recently made appearances on AEW, and of course Shida being a full-time roster member and former AEW champion. Well, anyway, Himawari, or Isiliel, she wrote that she would be excited and would be glad if fans would come out and see her latest Makai performance at Kurikan Hall before her tour in Europe. So yes, it'll be her last Makai performance before she goes to her tour in Europe. She also released a new music video recently, and actually this gets the fans speculating here. There's a lot of comments, over 100 comments, which is actually a lot for an alt idol. Alt idols are basically underground idols. They're just, they're kind of like essentially street performers per se, but I don't mean that in a condescending and disrespectful way. But the fans are speculating on the imagery of her bondage that she uses, like, the ropes, chains, and whips. It's creating a lot of buzz, so you love to see it. She's completely independent, so, she does have maybe a little backing with staff and agency, but overall she's independent. She don't have a label behind her, a machine or anything like that, so I'm glad she's getting, a positive reaction, too, and buzz. Good for her. LEC presents Junior Dream Festival, All-Star Junior Festival 2023. a festival to celebrate junior heavyweights. This is straight from DDT English Twitter. So judging from the title, don't expect to see much women's wrestling here, simply due to the fact that the weight of most women are well under this category. However, there's a good chance that we will still, at the very least, see Yuna Masai and Saki Akai, as DDT and Gunbody Joshi are both making their appearances. I did not see Stardom or TJPW, but this is an easy argument to say that they don't really have a junior heavyweight division in either of those companies, so don't be surprised. Sayuri from Chocopro. Sayuri from Chocopro announced a temporary hiatus to recover from a back injury on Twitter. In the year of 2022, she was actually gaining a lot of momentum and a lot of fans, but I'm glad she's actually putting her health first and taking it seriously, because she's actually still at a young age. I hope she recovers fully and gets back into action when she feels that she's ready. Kamiyu. Yuki Kamifuku, also known as Kamiyu in TJPW, she's actually challenging on January 27 at SPW, a Singapore promotion, against Alexis Lee, who is the current Queen of Asia champion. The previous Queen of Asia champion was actually Riho. She defended the belt back in November of last year. If I'm not mistaken, based on a 2-year gap, Rio wasn't able to really defend the belt due to COVID-19, but she was able to defend in a 3-way, and she did end up losing that belt against Alexis Lee. So Alexis Lee does have quite a reputation. Alright, so Alexis Lee is the current champion. Will Kamiyu win the belt? We'll see. And then after that, Kamiyu is also going to a Thai Fed called Setup for an international Joshi match against Matcha. That's going to be the next day on January 28th. Kamiyu also updated her OnlyFans pretty often, judging from her Twitter, so that may be worth taking a look at. Oh, but don't get too excited. They're mostly like, pin-ups, pretty classy, bikini photos, that sort of thing. So. Up Girl Shino. Up Girl Shino from Up Girls Pro Wrestling. She was recently injured during training. She was one of the newest Up girls that were recruited. She said she was barely able to get some light training in lately, but she was happy to pick up the case. I know how it feels, and it's pure torture feeling helpless, not being able to work when you do want to do what you want to do freely. So what I do is I want to take the time to wish Shino a speedy recovery. Sayaka Unagi. The Gyan girl, Sayaka Unagi, will make her American debut here in San Francisco. Well, not here in San Francisco, in America. She'll participate in Queen of the Indies in San Francisco, and is sponsored by the Joshi Pod. Shout out to the Joshi Pod, by the way. Another Joshi podcast is supporting women, so you love to see it. Planckstars. So a new Planckstars music video dropped, and it's actually kind of fire. Since it falls under Japan copyright laws, and I didn't get prior permission to show any footage, I'll just post a link in the description for those that want to check it out. You'll need to click the read more or more button. Some more J-pop news. Popular J-pop band and idol group Band-Maid. Band-Maid will perform as the opening act for Last Rockstar's live debut 2023, Tokyo, New York, and Los Angeles in the United States. The Last Rockstar's US shows in New York on February 4th and Los Angeles on February 10th are all sold out. And the New York show on February 3rd has been added due to the great response from around the world. Band-Maid will perform at all 3 shows. I got this straight from their website and YouTube channel. Amchan has updated her February work schedule on Twitter, and it has been released. For your convenience, I've translated it to English so you can actually follow it in case you're in Japan or is going to visit Japan in February. You can drop by the bar or one of the events and say hello to one of the greatest pro wrestlers in the world, Amchan. I'll post it on the screen here, just in case you're feeling too lazy. Next, even more Juria Nagano news. Juria Nagano just announced on her Twitter profile that she'll be playing a heroine in a new Koichi Sakamoto's Japanese movie called Ninja vs. Shark. She announced she'll act as the heroine on this movie, Sashiro. This is actually a significant role, so congratulations. And I love action movies, so I'll definitely watch this one when it becomes available in the United States region for viewing or purchase. Yukari Hosokawa from GLEAT. Yukari Hosokawa announced that she's not only finished her studies, but she's returning back to the ring. Now that she's returning back to the ring, she wants to fight. So it'll be a superstar versus the Gyan. It'll be Yukari Hosokawa versus Sayaka Unagi on Wednesday, February the 15th, 2023, live on GLEAT. Wasteland Warparty. Wasteland Warparty has dropped some new cool t-shirts. They're called Joshi Hunters. Looks like they have limited pre-order, so I guess if you want to get those shirts anytime soon, you have to order it by January 31st. I'll post a link in the description of this as well. I hope YouTube doesn't think I'm a spam bot with all these links. And as you know, I'm a free Wi-Fi fan. So here's a Wasteland Warparty meme that I posted on Twitter. It might give you a good laugh. And that's all the news I have for Up Up Joshi. I'll see you on the next one. Matana.